A very good morning, my dear students, and welcome to Digital World of Pathania Public School. But in previous lecture, we learned range function and named conditions. Today we do the implementation of range function also, and in and not operator also. So today we start our topic iteration. You can say iteration or looping statement. Iteration, looping, repetition statement. Iteration, you can say iteration, looping, repetition. When repeat again a value, for example, we want to display the counting of 0 to 10. So every time one increment will be in displayed. So first display 1, then 2, 3, 4. So these type of statement, if you want to add in the program, then you use the iteration or looping statement. The iteration or repetition statement allow a set of instruction to be performed repeatedly until a certain condition is fulfilled. And certain condition means if less than 10, if greater than 10. So till our condition is not completed, our program will be repeat each and every time according to the step that we decide in the range function. The iteration statements are also called loops or looping statement. The iteration statement, you can say iteration statement, you can say repetition statement, or we also said loops or looping statement. Python provide two kinds of loop, for loop and while loop. Python provides two kinds of loop, for loop and while loop, to represent two categories of loops, which are for loop and while loop. Listen beta. Three types of statements are there. One is your sequential statement. In sequential statement, your simple programs are there: addition of two numbers, subtraction of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers, area of circle, area of parameter, calculate simple interest. These type of all program are your sequential program. Second statement is your decisional statement. In decisional statement, your if condition, if else condition, if else condition, and your nested if statements. Okay. The third one is your iteration and looping statement. So in Python, your two loops are there, for loop and the while loop. But in other language like your C, C++, so do three loops are there: for loop, while loop, and do while loop. But here in Python, we learn two loops, for loop and the while loop. So uh, these loops are categorized into two part. One is your counting loop and second is your conditional loop. So conditional is your while loop and for is your counting loop. The loops that repeat a certain number of times, like 0 to 10, 2 to 20, 5 to 10. Python's for loop is a counting loop. Python's for loop. Python's for loop is a counting loop, and Python's while loop is your conditional loop. So what is the difference between the for loop and while loop? For loop is your counting loop, but your while loop is your conditional loop. The loop that repeat until a certain things happen. They keep repeating as long as some condition is true. Okay. So first we learn here the for loop. The for loop. The for loop of Python is designed to process the items of any sequence, such as a list or a string, one by one. The general form of for loop is as given below. For example, you write down for. The for is the reserve word. For is the keyword of the Python, and for is the keyword of every language: C, C++, Java, Python, every. Then write down the variable name. You can take any variable name: A, B, C, D, C, H, any name you can take in here. After that, you write down the in. Here we use the in operator uh, implementation also. So in for loop, we need in and not in or range function. So you write down first for is a reserved word, keyword, then you write down the variable name, then you write down the in operator or not in operator here, and then you write down the sequence. Sequence means you write down the sequence in the list, in tuple, etc. So after that you put the colon sign. Colon is very important because we connect to the next line. So after colon you write down your statement, like you want to print the variable a, then you write down the a. If your value inputting value is in variable b, then you print the statement here b. So after that you print out the statement here. For example, consider the following loop for a in 147. Here first a display the 1, then display the 4, then display the 7, and then colon sign here. So this is the body of the for loop. All statement in the body of the loop will be executed for each value of loop variable a, that is firstly for a is equal to 1, then a is equal to 4, then a is equal to 7. And here two statements are there. One is a print a, and second is print a multiply a. So here we display the square root, you can say, of these numbers. So you learn here, a for loop in Python is processed as the loop variable is assigned the first value in the sequence. Then all the statement or in the body of for loop are executed with assigned value of loop variable. Step 2, one step to each over the loop variable is assigned the next value in the sequence, and the loop body means the statement where you want to display is executed. Step 2, repeat with the new value of loop variable. This continues until all values in the sequence are processed. For example, we take the practical of this. So we taken here. So just open your Python. I have already opened. My Python is on taskbar. So here you write down 4. 4 is the reserved word. Then you use any variable name. Here we use the a, variable name a. Then write the operator, in operator or not in operator that you want. Here we want to display the range value of this list a147. So we write down the in 147, and then print a. And in a, what is the inputting value? 147. So what is the output of this? 147. So run this program. So you see 147 is the output of this. This is called your repeating or looping statement. Again open your Python, and for example, if you write down here print a multiply a, then what happened? First time it display the 147, second time it display the 116 and 49. So what is the output? You see here, okay, and you see 1 multiply 1 1, 4 multiply 4 4 4 is 16, 7 multiply 7 49. And same like you can display here multiple statement also. So for multiple statement you write down here again, for example, two statement also multiple. So if you write down a multiply 2, for example, you write down a multiply 2, then what happened? Okay, see it, F5, okay, and you see here 1 1 square root is 1, then 1 multiply with 2, then 4 4 4 ja 16, then 4 multiply with 2 8, then 7 7 7 ja 49, and then 7 multiply to 14. So you can add any value that you want to enter. For example, we remove this, okay, we remove it, and we want our value will be multiplied with the 3, okay, or we taken value here 0, and here we write down 3, and here we write down 6, for example. So what is the answer? First time 0 3 6, then second time 0, and 3 3 are 9, and 6 3 are 18. So what is the output of this? So again you run it, okay, and you see 0 0 3 9 6 8. So this is your in operator. This is the functioning of your in operator, and this is your for loop. That is given for loop will be first First, the loop variable a will be assigned first value of list, that is 1, and the statement in this example we taken 1 4 7. This is your list. So first time it take the 1. After that a multiply a, again it display the 1. After that it display the value 4, and first time it display the 4, and then second time it display 4 multiply 4 16. Again it takes 7. Next time our value is 7, so first time it display the 7, and then 7 multiply 7, it display the 49. So this is the output of this program. You do the practical and practice of this in your system. Consider another for loop. So for this here we take the string value. Here we take the string value. For string value we take where variable name is ch. You can take same variable name, no problem is there. So again you take it. So we do the practical. Open it. So instead of this, now we have taken our character value, and you can say string value. So you write down here. You remove this first time as okay. We leave it. Just we change the range. Inputting value here. Here we write down the list, but now we want one name like claim. CLAIM in quote. Every time you write down string value in quote. So what is the output of this? So it display the first we write down. You remove this so you understand easily. So first write down for a. A is the name of the variable in claim. Claim is the string. So a in claim and print a. So what is print in a? CLAIM. So again. Run it. So what is the output? CLAIM. What happened if we multiply a multiply 3 here? So see the output of this multiply 3. Okay. FN F5. Okay. So run it. So a c multiply 3 times CCC, then LLL, then A, then III, then MM. So you write down in this way. Okay. But for example, if we want another output of this, so what we do here, we write down claim. Okay, we write down here A, B, C. For example, we write down here A, B, C. Then what is the output of this? First time triple A, then triple B, then triple C. Next time we want print a multiply 2. Okay. Okay. And after that we want print star multiply 20. What would happen now? Again run it. So what is the answer of this? Triple time A will display, then A 2 times display, then star display. We have already learned how the star will be displayed on your screen. Then BB display and 3 times, then 2 times BB display, then again star display. So you can make the design of using this for loop also. A very interesting for loop is there. So this is the output of this program. And if you want to change it this star with the equal sign, for example, so equal sign will be displayed on your screen as a message. So you see here your equal sign will be displayed. So a choice is yours what you want to display here. And if you want to display some other design, so again copy it and only do the one change here, paste. Oh sorry, control Z. So copy it, edit and copy, control C, and you can paste here. And for pasting we use here control V. So you write down control V and change the statement 3 to 4 here, and again you enter, and again you input here. For example, but indentation is very important. So you write your code on proper distance. and here you write down 5, then you run this program. Okay, and now you see the output. It four times or 5 times a, then 4 times a, then a. So this is the designing that you can create with the help of your for loop. Okay, so now continue again. Do the practice of this in your system beta. And now you see here, uh, here is another for loop that print the cube of each value in the list. For example, we want the cube value of this, and we don't want to input the 1 2 so what we do here, so again we open our program. So in our program, again we open it in Python, open it, and here you change all these. Now you remove this because we change in this program. If you want to save it, then click on the file menu and then click save, and write the name of the your file. And here we create one list. For example, we create 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, then we close the bracket and square bracket, and after that we want to print what we want to print. If we want to print a, then what is the output? 1 2 3. Okay, see here, save it. So our answer is 1 2 3. Okay, but if you want another calculation, like I want to display a multiply a. So what is the answer? A multiply a. First time my a is 1. So 1 multiply 1 is 1. So 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. Then third time 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. So 3 3 is 9, 9 3 is C. What is the output? So you see here, 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 27. 9 3 ja 27. Okay, but if you want the square root, then only you multiply 2 times. So again you save it, run it program. So this is the output 149. So you can square root it, you can cube it, or you can simple display your values. So this is your for loop. So very interesting part is left of the for loop. The for loop work with other sequence types such as tuple also, but we will stick here mostly to list to process a sequence of number through for loop. For example, if we want to display in a sequence particular without in operator we want to display, then we use the in range with the help of range function also. So as long as the list contains small number of element, you can write the list in the for loop directly as we have done in all above examples. But what if we have to iterate means repeat it through a very large list such as containing natural number between 1 to 100. Writing such a big list is neither easy nor good on readability. So then what array our very own range. So here we use the range function. So don't worry, big number based list, you can specify range function to represent a list as in. So for val means variable name. So you use val, ch, a, b, c, any number. After that you write down in. In is the name of the operator, and then you use the range operator function here. And we already know what is the functioning of the range function. So 3 comma 18, what is the meaning of 3 comma 18? 3 means your starting value, your initial value, and 8 means your upper value. So lower limit and the upper limit. So our lower limit is 3 and the upper limit is our 18, and then print the 13. Okay, so it automatically increment 1 increment only. The in the above loop range 3 comma 18 will first generate a list 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So maximum 17. Why maximum 17? Because every time a range function take upper minus 1. So upper is 18, so it take the minus 1 17. With which for loop will work is not that easy and simple. You need not define loop variable well above beforehand. for in a for loop. Now consider the following code example that uses range function in a for loop to print the table of a number. Okay, so how we print the table? Just write down num1. So we do the practical of this. So again we do it. So how you do the practical? Open your browser Python here and open it now, and then you take here one variable name. So for example, we have taken a is equal to 5. Why? Because we want to print the table of 5. After that you write down for a is a 5 in range. Now remove this, you change it. Now remove this list, and here you write down range function, range, and here in parenthesis you write down starting value. What is the starting value? Our 1 comma, then what is the second value? Second value is, for example, our 11. Okay, first is 1 and second is 11, for example, then you only print here a, then only you print here a. So what happened? See, so it display 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it display the 10, but we want to display the, what we want to display? Table of 5. So how we display the table of 5? Again open it. So here we use the a multiply 5. Simple. You do it. You do only a multiply a. For example, first we do the changes here, a multiply a, and what is the output of this a multiply a? When we multiply a, you see 1 4 9 16 25 36 49. So our output is not clear. Again open it. Now you multiply here a multiply 5, for example. Okay, now you see the output. See here. Yeah, we got the answer: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. So this is the table of our 5. Same like if we want to display the table of 2, very simple, multiply with 2 only. So again run it. Okay, so here you see the table of 2, and if you want to display the simple counting 1 to 10, then again you just write down simple, remove this, and just open it. Okay, and you see here, for this you don't need the beta a is equal to 5, we not need here.